it's like putting J. Cole up against Lil Jon. Like they're just very, very different energies, in my opinion. Taylor, I see you, baby. I see you. A little more. Some other things happening in the news this weekend. Ariana Grande got engaged to Dalton Gomez, who is a real estate investor. And I can't lie to you, these two look like siblings, yo. Like, I don't know if it's like, maybe as humans we're just like attracted to people who kind of look like us. But I thought it was so funny. I saw those two in pictures together. I'm like, yo, y'all are for real siblings. Another big news, famous rapper famous Dex, you know, goes both ways there. He actually checked into rehab, I think it was yesterday, after he posted an Instagram photo, and he was just like not looking good, looking like he had all kinds of drugs in his system. And not just in that moment, it looked like, you know, he had been taking it for a while. So that's big news. Wishing famous Dex a speedy recovery in his rehab journey. And speaking of a journey, we got one tonight. Before we get into this talk about tackling New Year goals with positivity, I real quick want to bring Michaela in to do her second date update with the date she brought up last week on the show. Now, if you missed that, NorCal met someone, or sorry, I say NorCal because she's dropping all this love. Thank you, NorCal. Michaela went on a date with someone on the app, and let's just say it wasn't quite how he pictured it, and she thought that maybe, you know, things are going to be a little different between them than they were. Michaela, if you want to request that box, and if not, that's okay too. We can dive right into it. I didn't date anyone in NorCal, not yet, okay? And hi and welcome. Thank you to all the new friends joining in. If you want to hit that star up top, I would love for you to be part of our family here. This is Choff FM, and they call me Choff. Second date update happening now with Michaela.
Hello. Hi, everybody. Hi, Choff. How are you, sweetheart?
Michaela, how are you, baby?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, sweetheart?
You know me, I'm living the dream.
I know. That's good. Thank you.
So tell me about this whole situation that you had.
I thought the date was amazing, the first date.
Yeah.
But he tried to kiss me at the end of the night. I just didn't let him. I just let him like kiss me on the cheek. And he was happy about that at all. So
he wasn't happy. He wanted more.
I think so. And then he went home and we were texting. He goes like, everything is like, how are you? Like, you know, what did you think about the night or whatever and stuff? I said like, all good, you know. He goes, I didn't feel it, he said. I said, how come? He goes, because he didn't think I was into it. I said, okay, because I wasn't into it. Like, why did you? Because I didn't kiss him. Like, I asked him, like, you know, like, I didn't kiss you. That's why? He just, like, didn't say anything. He just smiled, like, while texting. So
you took the time. You invited him over in a pandemic.
And I
made food for him and spent your time in this man's presence. And he didn't think you wanted to do that?
You know what I don't understand? When you have your first date, if you don't give it to the guy, you're cold. If you give it to the guy, you're cheap or easy. I don't understand.
You can never win, right?
You cannot win. So I don't get it. So I said that, you know, that's not true. I was into it. I really enjoyed your company and stuff. We decided to
I like what Poppy Stark said right there. I like the song Thank You Next. And I feel like that's exactly what happened in the situation, right? Like you guys didn't even end up making it to the second date for us to have anything to update.
And he comes to my stream every day. He doesn't go to anybody else's stream. Nobody. He just comes to me. And he comes, his lunch break. He's a firefighter, first of all. He comes like his lunch break.
Ooh, I see you, Michaela.
How does it work? A firefighter and a scientist. Does it work? I don't.
I'll wait.
So,
I love it. Well, Michaela, I'm sorry that the date didn't like pan out more. But to be honest, I think you're way too cool for this guy. Like you just have too much to offer.
I think so. I don't want to be a sugar mama, you know?
All right, well, stay away from me then, because that might be what you'll become. I don't know.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So
I
yeah,
love you, Michaela, and I guarantee you, when you finally meet the person who is deserving of your time, they're gonna be totally okay with you not kissing them on the
thank you,
first date.
thank
In
you.
fact, I bet they'll like it.
Hopefully. Oh, hi, Blake.
Right. I love it. Well, Michaela, thank you so much for coming on to share your story.
Inviting me. Bye, everybody.
Keep me posted if you end up going on another date with this guy. I want to have you back on. All right.
I will, but I don't think so.
Love you, Michaela. All right. It's Choff FM, and we're keeping this energy alive tonight. I'm super, super excited. Jordan Tarzan is going to be on in just a little bit. My girl, JoJo. And unlike Michaela's date, you know, only focusing on the negatives of their day, I want to do the opposite of that in this show as it pertains to the upcoming new year. 2020 was crazy. 2020 pushed every single person like to their breaking point in some way or another, whether it be, you know, just from not being able to go out as much, not being able to go to restaurants, not being able to see your friends. Like everyone was pushed in some way this year, in a way that, you know, we were forced to adapt to, which is something we're really good at as humans. But it's something that I think moving into the new year, it's important to kind of like put a pin in it and like pivot off that and really see what we can do this year to make our greatness happen. So my girl JoJo, if you want to request that box, Juice Baby JoJo, would love that for you to get on ASAP. And we're going to talk a little bit about some New Year's things I'm working towards later in the show. We're going to have Jordan on after JoJo. We got some phone calls to get up with too in a bit from the radio station. So lots coming at you this hour in the show. Stick around until the very end to see it all. And I appreciate all of the love in the comments. I see you. Blake, yeah, Michaela should come on Love Quest. Can we get the guy on too? What's up, JoJo?
How are you?
How are you? Tell me something good.
I'm doing amazing. I'm trying to be like Michaela. I think I need a firefighter in my life. But I will say this. We're looking for one who can take care of me. Okay? She's right. I don't know about the sugar mama thing.
Yeah, you don't need that sugar mama thing.
I want to be taken care of. Hey, Black Kisses. Hey, John.
But let's be honest. You got the energy. Like if you wanted to, you could.
That's for sure. I definitely am an alpha woman, and I definitely am a go-getter. Thank you, John.
Tell me a little bit about that. Like, how has that helped, like, pave the way for where you're at in life today?
Yes. Listen, you have to be a go-getter. If you do not have what I call get up and go, you will not accomplish much in life. You need to do it. You need to just do it. Like Nike had it right when they said just do it. Like seriously. You know, like, you have to really find a resolve in yourself to just like know what you want and go get it.
Totally.
Yeah, but what? So are we talking goal setting? Are we talking goal setting?
Yeah, no, I mean, I was gonna say just like kind of set the scene of like where you're at in life. You know, I know we talked and you've got a lot going on. But like. What really set the mood for you to be able to approach life with this like amazing energy that you know we've come to know you for in your streams, and I imagine is like, you know, the way you approach the world outside of the app too?
Well, I have some really awesome parents. I will admit, like my parents taught me to think for myself, and that is like prime characteristic for like going towards life, where you kind of do things for yourself and not just for what other people want you to do or what you think you should do. So my parents really helped me out with that. Also, my dad raised me pretty competitively. So I'm a person who kind of like, I like to compete and do things that I think others don't think that I can do. Hey, Moore. And And I've always been like that. I actually was a collegiate athlete, even though I wasn't the actual athlete in the family. I still I still knew that if I hustled hard, I can obtain whatever goals that I wanted. So I think that's the most important thing for me. Level up, Gabby.
Yeah, right. Level up, level up. I love that you started by by saying your parents taught you to think freely and think for yourself, because I come from a similar situation to where, growing up, it was always like, I don't know, what do you want to do? Like, you can do whatever you want to do. Like, I always had the freedom to decide. And I think one thing, I mean, this kind of ties right into this whole topic, is like, I think a lot of people don't even allow themselves that space to be able to think freely like that. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people approach almost every situation as if like, I have to think this way, I have to approach it like this. And I think part of our whole, the whole vibe of opening up to the new year and pivoting and really letting this be, a new chapter rather than just a continuation of the old chapter, is to align yourself with that ability to kind of like unshamble yourself from the craziness and the thought processes that, were kind of pushed upon us, especially this year.
Right. I agree.
So tell me a little bit. You talked about how when we did our little pre-show call, you talked about how you're not like a seasonal person when it comes to goals.
Yeah, so I talked about not being a seasonal person. Some people, they need the new year to kind of usher themselves into like this new reality or this new season, if you will. I'm a person, I'm working on my goals year round, and I'm always checking in with myself and having a level of self-awareness that allows me to kind of like say, hey, right now you're not doing that well. You need to step it up. So I don't wait till a new year. I get to it. Like, I get to it whenever I have to. But I do recognize that some things are seasonal. Like, you take nature, right? Nature, there's certain fruits are in certain seasons, right? Certain things bloom in certain seasons. So there is something to be said about the natural rhythm or the natural order of things. And I like it. And if it works for you to say, hey, this is the new year and I'm going to be ready, then you should use that to your advantage. And it's like, if right now you're like 2021, I'm going to do better. But the thing is executing, like, you want to make sure you don't just go out there and say you're going to do these things, but actually execute on them. Don't just use it as this, thing that everybody thinks you should have these goals. Like, really go out there and actually set some realistic goals for yourself so that you can accomplish them. Yeah, but
I love that. No, because execution's like the number one thing that takes something from a goal to something you can point at and as part of your life.
Yeah, for sure.
So as someone like yourself who's like done this so many times, like, what do you recommend in terms of helping people execute their goals? Like, so for me, I'm a big sticky note person, right? Like, if you look at my desk, it's like this. Like
oh, look at mine. Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We're sticky note people.
Sticky note gang. I think.
So for me,
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, it's to me like my daily sticky note is like a contract to myself, right?
Yeah.
I write what I'm gonna do, and like if I don't do it, like I don't sleep. Period.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
What about you?
I'm the same way. Choff. I believe there's power in writing things down. It doesn't have to be a sticky note. But if you actually have a journal, even if it's like, I don't care where you write it on yourself. But there's a power in taking things out of your brain and putting it into paper or out of you, out into the world. You know what I mean? There's something to be said about, it's no longer this concept in your mind. It's out now. It's written. That's why books are so powerful, right? They're not just something that's just sitting in your brain. They're now helping people because they're out. So I love that. You really do need to have something written down, because that's like the prompt for actually creating it in your reality. But one of the things that I really think about when it comes to that is having someone, you really have to have direction. It's like if you go to an airport and you're like, I don't know where I'm going or what I want or where I want to fly to. If you get there, you're not going to fly somewhere specific to you. You know what I mean? You might end up anywhere. So you really have to decide what you want. You have to decide what you're going to do, where you're going to go, And how are you going to get there? So if you arrive at the airport, if you do not know your destination, you're not going to get there just magically, you know? So you want to have like goals that you can set that are obtainable. So if you know you want to go from Hollywood to Miami, then you can go to Hollywood to Miami if you know that's what you want to do. So I think there's something to be said about writing it down and knowing what you want. For sure.
I love that. So I'm gonna hit you with like a trick question right
Yes,
now.
Poppy,
Like,
start.
how does someone figure that? How does someone figure that out? Who's lost? Like someone, and I obviously I don't even know if there is a right answer for this. But like, you know, say you're that person that like 2020 like really dragged you through the mud, and like you want to have direction for the new year, but like you can't. Like, what does that person do? Do you know?
I think where a lot of not knowing where you want to go is due to the noise in your mind. So I'm a firm believer in meditating. Everyone doesn't have to do meditating the same way. A lot of people think meditation is like, you know, they think you need to sit down and do. Sometimes running is meditation. Sometimes when you work out is meditation. Sometimes writing is meditation for you. So, you know, I think it's important that you like sit down and think about how you clear your mind. What are you doing when you're clearing your mind? When I fold clothes, I'm clearing my mind. And now that I'm 39, when I vacuum, I'm clearing my mind. You know, like things that I would have never thought was so fun, like now it's fun to me. You know what I mean? So you can clear your mind in different ways. But I think one of the things to kind of figure out what is true for you is to quiet your mind long enough so you can hear your own self think. See, we live in a world that's so like bogged down with so many things, Facebook, Instagram, Meet Me, you know, like you have so much going on that you cannot really hear what you have to think about things, you know what I mean? And about your own life because you're listening to other people. It's too much. So I think that we've become used to not concentrating. We've become used to kind of having our mind be driven in so many different directions that we don't know we're having overloads. So it's what I call information overload. And and if you can get out of that space for at least an hour a day, you'll kind of see and hear yourself and figure out what it is that you actually want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think breaking the loop is huge too, right? Like, you know how many people, and myself included a lot of the time, we're like almost on like a hamster wheel with like doing the same routines, going to the same places, taking the same routes to, you know, go get groceries and stuff. And like, for me, I find my best like self-awareness happens when I'm out of my element. Even if that means like, you know, taking a back road to go to the store instead of taking the main road. It's like that different stimuli, for me at least, is like a super refresher in terms of like perspective, which it sounds so simple, but I don't know. It's a huge thing for me in terms of like kind of just refocusing.
I think you're right. There's something to be said about your environment and switching up your environment. You know, as much as what's happening outside of us has to do with your internal world, sometimes it's just you're in an environment that's kind of static and you need in your own city than going to see something you haven't seen. So yeah, you're right. You're totally right. I agree 100%.
Totally. And speaking of moving around a lot, you did that a lot in your lifetime, eh?
Yeah, I did. I moved around so much. I'm from California originally, right, or whatever works. And then I actually went to high school in Arizona. So I'm familiar with Scottsdale, Arizona. Then I went to college in Atlanta. And then I went and got my master's in DC. And then I moved to Miami. So I've been a lot of everywhere. And then I also lived abroad, you know, during the times that I was in college. So South Africa and the UK. So I love all types of places, and that allows me to keep good perspective. Do you know what I mean? It allows me to have good perspective. Like you said, it shakes things up a little bit so you can kind of navigate who you are in the world and get to see so many different perspectives. So traveling is something that's pretty second nature for me. It has been second nature
I
for
was
me.
gonna say you're like Miss USA out here.
No, 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 no. I just like to live life and experience life a little, you know?
No, that's so good, and like so many people don't even move outside of their home state. I'm one of them.
That's
I mean,
true.
I've traveled a lot, but I've never really like moved out of my home state. Um, and it's interesting, like when you think about like what it takes a person like you to like reestablish yourself in every market that you go to. It's really inspiring, and I think moving for a lot of people could be the answer for
Oh,
breaking their cycles and really like blossoming as a human.
yes, for sure. Whenever I mentor people who are like pre-college, I always recommend them to go to school out of state. I think it's just an adventurous thing. If you can do it, do it. You know, if you can recommend people to do it, do it. It allows you to kind of figure things out by yourself. Kind of figure it out. You know, I had to figure out. I was on campus my first year, and then after that, I was kind of like, I want to live off campus. You have to figure things out for yourself, and it allows you to mature as an adult. So yeah, I totally agree.
So you said you mentor people as well?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I mentor just in my daily life. I try to make that a lifestyle. I try to make that a lifestyle to whatever, all my experiences, and that goes for everybody. I think we're all mentors. If people were to use their testimonies, to kind of triumph over things in life, we can all be mentors. We're all walking testimonies, you know what I mean? Like we can use our
So
experiences to
true.
help someone out. Yeah. We can totally use our experiences to help someone out. So um at all costs, I'm always trying to at least give value to people, even as I stream. That's something that I do, like you have to, that's your service here on earth. You have to do it.
It's so true. I try to do that at the grocery store, like the dude bagging
Mhm.
my groceries or whatever. I'll be like, oh, how's your day going? I'll be like, horrible. I'll be like, why? I'll be like, oh, I found out my girlfriend was cheating on me or whatever. And I'll just
Uh-oh.
like, in that moment, hype him up like, no, man, this is like the moment you needed. This is like how we get to the next step. like,
Right.
like hyping people up on their situations like that,
Yes. No, it's true.
I love it. So
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, sorry, I'm a little bit delayed here because I'm listening back on a different device.
Oh, I hear it. I hear it.
Yeah, but no, I was just gonna say that where was I? My brain.
We were talking about.
No, just that like it's important as we like move forward to like help bring each other along for the ride and not just let people like wallow in their moment. You know what I mean?
For sure.
I think part of how I've like developed confidence to be able to like do my own thing in life is through people that have pulled me along the way and been like, no, you're doing it right. Like just keep going. Like sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah, for sure. Like motivation. We all need motivation, right? But that's the point of us like self-improving and improving in the ways that we improve, because then you're able to tell someone how to do it, less the mistakes, like less the hard route. So then you can use your
Right.
own life as a way to, help other people not have to go through the same things. Like it's so important. That's so important. Hey, Bosley.
What up, Bosley? I love that. So I know you said you're not a seasonal person, but do you have anything for 2021 that you're like, yo, I got to get like here, I got to get this done, or I want to accomplish this?
Well, I definitely want to carry out my health goals. I will be 40 in 2021. So I'm like, this is a big year for me. This is such a huge year for me. And I want to be like in the best shape of my life. I've like accomplished a lot. So, it's that time. It's that time.
I
Like
love
I
that.
need to go all out. Do you know what I mean? Like I want to go all out this year. I don't want to have no key unturned. Like I want to turn all the keys on. You know what I mean? We really can't have all the things that we want in life. You know what I mean? I don't think people realize that. You don't have to settle just for a little bit. You can get everything that you deserve, literally. So, you know, hopefully at the end of this, at least you know that all things are possible. Seriously, you can, whatever you want, whatever you want. Like, don't limit it. Do not limit it. You know what I mean? Do not put limits on it. And if you're to have it, you have to have it in your own mind first. If you cannot have it, give it to yourself, you will not be able to receive it in your life. You won't be able to receive it in your life. So I think what happens is as we like grow, we realize this, but it takes a long time. It takes a long time to kind of manifest it. Like, I've lived 39 years and I'm still learning. So if you just keep improving, do not, don't stop. Whatever you're still struggling with, that means it's worth it to keep going. That means you haven't given up on yourself. And that's so powerful. You know what I mean? It's so powerful to not give up on yourself. You should still go for it. So for me, my health and fitness goals are important. They're super important for me.
I love that. That's super, super amazing. And I love what you said right there about how you got to commit it to yourself first. I actually read something like literally 10 minutes before I started this show that was like the reason why 80% of people don't feel successful in life is because they don't believe that they're worthy of attaining that success in life.
Oh, sure.
And like you said, it's all in your mind. And I think if we can take steps towards believing in ourselves more and, realizing our potential and our power, like it's going to really just ultimately affect how our lives pan out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. No, it's 100%. If you think about, like, if a contractor builds a house, they put a blueprint in their mind first on what it's going to look like. You cannot make it if you don't have it in your mind first. If you don't have the blueprint for what it looks like, then you will not have it. That it's just the way it works. So you got to give it to yourself first. You need to feel as if you have it already. This is just a testimony, but for instance, when I applied to the college that I went to, and this goes for both, for my undergraduate and my master's degree, I didn't pick multiple colleges. The reason why is because I picked one, and I picked the one that I wanted to go to, and that was it. It wasn't compromising. I actually didn't have the test scores to get into the school that I went to for my master's degree, but I had decided already. So when you start to make decisions about where you want to be in life, those things come to fruition just by you making the decision first. So if you fill it out in your own self that this is for you, like literally the rest of the universe will kind of work things together in your favor. So you should definitely just be decisive about your life. Understand that you're important enough to decide for your life the things that you want, and you can get them straight up. Straight up.
Girl, you are so wise. I love it.
Yeah.
JoJo, you're amazing. I love your energy. I'm super glad that, we were able to cross paths on the app, and that, everyone's able to just experience your greatness every day. Seriously, you're such an awesome person, and I'm really excited to just see where things go for you. I feel like it's going to be a big year. And I can already tell if you're like, this is it, I got to go all in. Like, just the little bit that I do know you, like, I know you mean it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, I absolutely love to see it. So I can't thank you enough for coming on Choff FM today, for real. You are just the perfect person to touch on this. So thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me, Choff. You're awesome. And Choff is doing what he should be doing. Like, his smile lights up the world. You can literally change somebody's life with a smile. No, seriously. When I was talking about having, like being a testimony, your physical body is a testimony. You know what I mean? Even your physical body, like your smile can really change somebody's life. And Choff clearly has a great smile. We haven't even got to beyond his smile. If you don't get beyond his smile has already changed your life. So I'm happy to be on his show. Yeah, he's super awesome.
So happy to have you. You're amazing,
right.
JoJo.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Everyone, show JoJo that love. JoJo, you're the best. Thank you. It's Choff FM. New friends tuning in. Hi and welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Blake, I appreciate the kind words. What up, Corey? I saw we got the Jungle Squad in here. The whole jungle. We love that. And Jordan's going to be joining us in just a hot second here. Jordan, if you want to request that box, I'll bring you in momentarily. I want to give a quick shout out to my top gifters this stream: NorCal Blondie, Lonnie, Gabby, Uke. And then just behind Gabby is Poppy Stark. Much love to all of you. Real quick, before we get into Jordan, I know we're talking ways to approach the new year and positivity and things like that. JoJo, I see you, baby. Let's go. Light it on fire. Woo! Woo! Sorry, I almost burnt my shirt up right there. Love you for it, JoJo. I want to run through some phone calls from the radio station from 94.7 Hits FM of a New Year's resolution. So this is a pre-recording. I recorded this last night when I was on the air. So check these out, some New Year's resolutions.
I actually don't have none because I never follow through.
Let's come up with one right now.
I don't even know.
All right, it's Choff FM. Let's see what we got with this next one.
Well, I'd like to get pregnant, but I have to have a boyfriend first.
Excuse me? Your New Year's resolution is to get pregnant. I love that. Well, listen, I know a lot of people on some dating apps that would be down to do that for you. So, all right, let's see here. One last one.
To keep being a better person.
You don't even need the and. That's so perfect. To keep being a better person. I absolutely love that. Does anyone else, real quick in the chat, do you have a New Year's resolution at all? I'm not gonna lie. I normally try, right? I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna do this year, and it's usually like, oh, I want to work out more, which is kind of my thing right now. Hey, Buttons, thank you. Goose Gang, hey girl. So I usually pick something like, oh, I want to work out more, or oh, I want to treat people better. Lonnie wants to be focused on school. Marco wants to learn to be a DJ. Yes to getting pregnant. Okay, Black Kisses, I see you. Drink less Pepsi. I feel that. Blake wants to get married. We love that. Blake, trust me, someone would love to marry you. You just gotta wait on it. Jess Kisses. Oh my God, yeah. I try. I don't follow through. I feel you, Tawny. It's so hard to follow through on a New Year's resolution. But one thing that I want to do for this year, and maybe you could relate to this, I just want to start like treating myself more. I feel like sometimes I'm so quick to give to others, but then I'm like, oh, I'm not going to go buy that pizza. Like, you know, it's $12 and I have soup at home. I'll just eat my soup. No, you know what? It's 2021. I'm treating my damn self all the time. And I figure, you know what? We got to keep this energy alive. We got to give everyone some nuggets of, you know, just something that you can take into this new year to help yourself smile and to help yourself have a better time. And I figure what better person to join me on the show, rather, to talk about this, the man Jordan Tarzan, the King Smile, the Jungle Lord, and all around a great human and artist too, which we'll dive into his music in just a sec. What's up, dude?
What's up, Choff? What's good, peoples? Joe, wild things. Badges,
You know
everybody.
me, man. I'm just living the dream out here. How you living?
Man, I'm doing amazing. I'm just chilling. Thank you. I love you guys. I'm just chilling, man. Just trying to be better every day. I love you guys, yo.
I feel that energy. It's always, for me, are you a Monday person? So I'm a type of person, like, Monday is my favorite day of the week. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm waiting for Friday. Like, I like Monday because it's like when you're on a roller coaster, right? And you're like strapped in, like waiting to go. Like, that's Monday. And to me, that's the most exciting moment, like, of the week.
Yeah, honestly, I'm an everyday person. Sorry, that was just a little thing. But honestly, I'm an everyday Jilly. I'm an everyday person, honestly. Like, really, no lie. Like, it just doesn't matter. I'm just happy to be alive. I'm going to be real. I'm happy to be breathing. I'm happy to be walking. Happy to be talking. I'm just happy. Y'all are crazy. Yeah. Honestly,
No, I love that, though. It's so true. So obviously everyone knows you for your energy. Everyone knows you for your smile on the app and, you know, the amazing community that you've cultivated on here. Tell me a little bit about, like, what life off the app is like for you.
Anybody else, Choff? I was about to say something. I'm just gonna say it because it's funny, right? But anybody else, because how we how we usually joke is just like, I was like, yo, you in my business, right? But obviously this is why I came on here, right?
Yeah.
Right. So see, you see them in the comments like, nah, you're my business. No. But it's
Oh
all
my
good.
God, I love
That's why
that.
I came on here though. It was just funny because that was my initial reaction. Yeah,
Stay
honestly,
in people's business.
honestly, it's real peaceful. Honestly, I relax a lot. I work a lot. I really do a lot. I literally do everything that I want to do, um, and I don't really do anything that I don't want to do. The things that I don't feel like doing are still things that I want to do. I just don't feel like doing them, so I still do them. But at least I try to get most of them done. But honestly, I literally just work and relax. That's literally work and relax. Like if I'm talking about off the app, all I do is work and relax. That's literally it.
Work and relax. What more
That's
could
it.
you ask for, right?
That's it. That's all I do.
And so I feel like that's a healthy balance, though, right? Like, there's not a lot of nonsense going on. I'm kind of a very similar. I have a similar workflow to where it's like if I'm not like grinding on something, I'm unplugged and I'm like, living it up for myself.
Judge.
Do you feel like that is a good balance for you? That is like what allows you to stay so positive and so level-headed?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I couldn't do it if I didn't have peace like in my everyday life. Like I couldn't do it. Like sometimes it's even to the point where right, because we love on each other a lot, right? And sometimes it's even to the point where it's like, yo, why you not answering? Well, where you at? Or what you? Or why you ain't do this? Or why you ain't come here? Or why you ain't do that? And it's like, like yo, if I don't do this, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be able to do that kind of thing. But it's really yeah, for sure. I think the peace in my own life is definitely 100% what makes me be able to be positive every day with everyone else. Wow,
Well,
thanks.
and that's like that framework thing too, right? Like what you see is not always, or what meets the eye is not always what's there. Like the structure, it takes that behind the scenes work and infrastructure to be able to like put you in that position. And as it pertains to like, the year and everything, like, did you feel like, has this year challenged you for like the better, for the worse? Like what has 2020 been like in terms of your energy?
Yeah, honestly, I've just gotten better. That's just kind of like my motto. One thing that you said is that she don't wait until like a new year for resolution and things of that nature. Like I don't really have like I know it's weird. It might sound like not productive, but for some people it may not be. But for me, it just works. I don't really have like these like okay, like I rarely have like goals that is just like okay this and this. I kind of just have a reality that I'm desiring to live, and I kind of just go after the whole reality. So it's not really like specifics. I mean, obviously the specifics build it up, but honestly, I'll just look for a sense of peace, a sense of I'm sorry, I'm trying to just really make sure I really describe what I mean. It's just like a sense of peace, a sense of fulfillment, and a sense of joy, and I'm straight. Yeah, it's
I love
definitely
that.
yeah. Hmm.
I was gonna say that's a feeling though that a lot of people not only don't know, but they don't even know like how to attain. You know what I mean? Like I think part of being able to like put that pin in this year for what it was, at least for a lot of people, part of being able to put that pin in and move forward is gonna be like decompressing that and finding that peace. And like,
So
how do you think you found that?
honestly, I'm a man of faith. So for me, it's like I always I'll talk my talk. You know what I'm saying? We turn up, have fun. I'm all of human, but I'm definitely a man of faith as well. So uh, for me, it's just like remembering that everything that happens for a reason. And there's nothing facts, just there's nothing that happens to me that's not happening for me. It's not really happening to me, it's happening for me. If I can find the positive in it, I can find the purpose in it, then I can pursue the peace that comes from it.
I love that. So not only are you, doing your businesses, you're streaming, living that high life as the man with the big smile, you also are dropping music too.
Yeah, it's litty. Facts. New
So
phone, who
I
this?
got your song queued up. I wanted to play the video, but we're gonna play the new song. Is writing music for you something that helps you with that piece? Is it an outlet for you?
Yeah. So I don't watch sports. So I didn't even grow up watching sports. So I didn't grow up watching sports. I'm not into sports. Like, I mean, obviously I know the basics, but like that's not the thing. Like I don't watch them. Like I just don't watch them. I can't even stay entertained. But that's because I didn't grow up in a sports household though. You know, I grew up in a music household. So people, you know, everyone had different talents and things of that nature. Mainly surrounded by the arts or music. So that's kind of like where I probably get it from for sure. My talent and my
I
interest. So
love that.
it's really my
I didn't
outlet.
actually, as I said, I didn't actually know you came from a music family too. That's so cool.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So that's
So
really
let's play this new joint real quick. You got it?
good. Yeah, we can play it. And I can even if you want, I can even cue the whole video really if you want. You can put it's
It's
up
up
to
to
you.
you. So I've got it right here, like ready to go with the audio. If you want to do the video though, you can too. It's up to you.
I mean, if you're open to it, I might as well. You know, that's you got to go check it out on YouTube right now. Anyway, I drop it on YouTube first. So,
Run it up then.
all right, cool. I'm about to show y'all this new
Doing
video.
this thingy thing. We always on the air.
All right, let's go. We live. I don't know how big. If you want me to be bigger, or what would you like to do?
So the way I'm running through a computer, I can't actually make you bigger. So everyone just hold the phone closer to your face.
Hold the phone, or we can just listen to the audio. I don't want to mess up your flow. We can do the audio.
Doesn't matter either way. If you got it ready, you can feel free to show it.
All right. I'll just go for it, y'all.
I
Check
wanted
it
to
out.
play the video, but I had to route a bunch of things, and there's a bunch of technical stuff I'd have to do. I'm like, you know
All
what?
good, all good. I got you back. Let's go. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna turn my phone. I don't know if y'all want to turn your phone, but I'm gonna turn the phone since we already since it's already small. Okay.
Hey, new stuff from Jordan Tarzan right here on Choff FM.
Come on, come get this work. New phone.
New phone, who this? Hello? I ain't got this number saved. Lately I've been mellow, I've been doing things my way. I hustle Friday to Friday, but live like a holiday. I love it when we body to body, but girl, don't tell nobody. Don't nobody know that I've been crushing on you. But I can't make you my boo. You got too much attitude. It's like I'm talking to myself when I'm talking to you. See if they hit your line when you level up, just what you do. New phone, who this? New crib, who this? New drip, who this? I'm on, who this? New number, who this? New attitude, who this? New kind of piece, who this? You say this who? Dismiss. They all wanna chill with me because I kick it like judo. Never been a hater. If you want a nigga, kudos. She wanna be the one, she only loyal to her ego. She make an evil smirk when she smoking on she go. I be with my people, treat each other like we equal. Yeah, see, I ain't the one, now they begging for a sequel. See, I kill shit for fun, now they asking for a feature. I just hit it and run like I ain't got insurance neither. She too conceited, too needy, too petty, too unexperienced. She barely could cook spaghetti, hope her mama listening. Her baby girl is pimping out all of her innocence. And you think you about to get me, girl, you tripping. New phone, who this? Hello? I ain't got this number saved. I've been mellow, I've been doing things my way. I hustle Friday to Friday, but live like a holiday. I love it when we body to body, but girl, don't tell nobody. Don't nobody know that I've been crushing on you. But I can't make you my boo. You got too much attitude. It's like I'm talking to myself when I'm talking to you. See if they hit your line when you level up, just what you do. New phone, who this? New crib, who this? New drip, who this? I'm on, who this? New number, who this? New attitude, who this? New kind of piece, who this? You say this who? Dismissed.
Yo, that track and video are something else though. Everybody, make sure you play that video on repeat. Give my dude Jordan the streams on that. It's on YouTube.
YouTube, hey Jordan. Y'all can go to my Instagram too. My Instagram is in my bio, so talk to me nice. I appreciate you taking the time to put that on here for sure.
I love that though. No, that's so good. So for you, are you thinking 2021 is going to be a big music year for you? Because I know a lot of people that I talk to, they're like, 2021 is like my year to finally like get my style down, finally like find my flow, finally start releasing stuff. Like,
Yo, thank you.
What is that going to look like for you?
Nah, for me, it's just doing what I'm already doing, just continuing to get better at it. I'm not really somebody asked me the other day, they were like, "Yo, Jordan, what's your dream? What's your dream?" And I told them, I was like, I'm already living my dream. I just desire to live in it at a greater magnitude as I go on. So that's really it for me. It's like, honestly, it's just I'm already doing everything that I desire to do. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just doing it on a smaller scale than what I'm gonna do next year or the year after that or the year after that or the year after that.
That's like a really, really inspiring point that I kind of want to take a minute to touch on, because I feel the same way. Whenever people are like, Choff, like, what's your dream? What do you want to do? I'm like, well, I want to do a show. I want it to be a good show that people like and that people can take away things from. You know what I mean? Like, have a good takeaway.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, I'm kind of on that journey now. And like, when I think of like where I want to end up, obviously I want it to be like, grand scale and well polished, and obviously a million times better than Choff FM, because in time I want to grow. But it's interesting that a lot of us, I think, really can get on top of our goals and dreams like now, like starting small scale, and like not waiting until there's a platform, until there's money, or until there's like something that's going to make it more valid in your own head, right?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. For sure. For sure. They say that like, how when people say, yo, if I won the lottery, I would do XYZ blase blase. And it's like, but the truth is that what you wouldn't do with 100, you won't do with 1,000. So if you're not helping anybody out with the $100 that you got, you're not gonna help them out with 1,000. If you ain't helping them out with 1,000, you're not gonna help them out with 1,000,000. So it's like, it's like whatever you do, whatever you desire to do, whatever you're gonna do when you get more of what you have, you're only gonna do more of what you do. So whatever you do now, you're gonna do more of what you do when you get more of what you have.
It's so true. And I think, that's something that it's just super, super important for people to realize. Like, scale doesn't make things better. Scale makes things bigger. And if it's messed up when it's nothing, it's not. It can't just become great when it's huge. You know what I mean? And I think that's something that's like really dope that people can kind of think about as we move into this new year. I think that's a really, really cool thing. Like, if there's something that you personally, listening to this, watching this, like, want to accomplish, you got to just start. Like, if you want to be an artist, start recording like stuff on your phone. Start recording stuff on like the cheapest program you can find. If you want to be a chef, start with bottom shelf ingredients if that's all you can afford right now. It's like, we got to start taking action on our goals and our dreams. I think it's super important, even if you're at the ground level with it.
I agree.
Like, look at Jordan, fastest come up in the streaming game.
probably not the fastest, but I honestly wouldn't even compare. I honestly, and I'm not even just saying this just because, but I really do believe everybody has their own niche. Everybody has their special thing, right? So it's not good to compare. So as far as just us is concerned, like, we have a lot of like, what we have is special in our own way, just like what others have. What they have is special in their own way, and it's like, it's really nothing to really compare us to. It's really been so fresh, new, and we've had to learn as we go because there was nothing like what we have before we all found each other. So yeah.
We all found each other, and we'll all find the right things at the right time as long as we put in that work, right? And that right energy.
100%. Gorgeous. Yeah, 100%.
Jordan, you're the man. I'm super, super happy that we're able to bring you on for this. I feel like, when this topic popped into my head, I was like, it has to be Jordan. It has to be.
Yeah.
And you and JoJo both, because both of you just have just that electric energy that I can't get enough of. It's absolutely awesome. So I want to thank you so much for being on the show. I know like awesome things that are coming your way, whether it be, with the music and or just with what you've already got going on in life. I can tell just by your mentality that, like, it's a forward trajectory, and it's not stopping anytime soon. So I'm super, super excited that, even from a distance, we kind of get to know each other a little bit on this journey and get to live it together.
Yeah, man, 100%. I appreciate you having me. And if there's anything that I would encourage everyone moving forward from tonight, not just even into the new year, but anything else, is to make sure you give yourself enough grace. Save enough grace for yourself, because you're going to need it. You're not perfect, and a lot of times, we all have the habit of, um, giving grace to other people more than we give it to ourselves. And sometimes we don't give enough grace to other people, because we don't give enough to ourselves. So, just remember that whether it's a time where you spaz out, whether it's a time where you make a bad decision or a not so great decision, or maybe if you're in a place of confusion or not understanding or a place of hurt, just like know that it's okay, and that moment isn't going to last, and you're going to move on to the next moment. But to have enough grace with yourself and not allow anybody else's judgment or even your thoughts of somebody else's judgment to determine who you are, what you do, or what you're about. And I just encourage you that if you continue to give yourself enough grace moving forward, you will have enough motivation and gas to get to the destination that you're desiring to get to. So, yeah, give yourself more grace. You're not perfect. You wasn't designed to be perfect. You're human. And, the only thing that any of us can ask for anyone is to be progressive. So as long as you're progressive, no matter if it's 1%, if you progress 1% every day, in 100 days, it's going to be up there by, at 100. So, just continue to focus on progression and not perfection, and give yourself grace. Give others grace. Give yourself grace. And that's it.
That's so true. And another thing that popped into my head, kind of segueing off of that is, if people control your emotions, they control you, right? So like while we're all on this journey to, living a good life and accomplishing our goals and being successful and, having life's blessings, like it's important to not get rattled by the thoughts and feelings and emotions of other people that are inevitably gonna, come at you every day. You know, giving yourself that grace and also and stay with your eyes on the prize. So I love that. What a perfect way.
I appreciate it, man. Shout out to Choff. Thank you for having us. Shout out to Juice. Girl, you a star. You on your way. You already know. Ain't nobody to tell you nothing that you all don't already know. So shout out to you. Shout out to all the wild things in here. I see all y'all in here. I appreciate y'all being here. Judge, I see you. I want to shout out all the other badges in the building, all the other just guests in the building as well that's been commenting and showing love and everything. And I also want to shout out Poppy Stark because when I first came onto the app, your streams was one of the streams that I used to slide in and see. So shout out to you, man, and and everything that you've done on the app prior to as well. So I love each and every one of y'all, yo. And that's it for me. Oh, sorry, one last thing. Make sure everybody in the building press that star at the end of Choff's name at the top to hit him with the fade.
Oh my God.
For sure. And I'm watching.
Appreciate you so much, Jordan.
All right, man.
Thank you so much, Jordan, for popping in. Juice Baby JoJo, I appreciate you. Poppy Stark, thanks for hanging out for the whole show, too. Blake hung out for the whole show. Thank you so much. Moore was here for the whole show. Jess, I see you. The whole Wild Things squad. Thank you for being here. NorCal, Lonnie, Gabby. Oh, we got Rin in here. Okay, last minute Rin. I see you, baby. Check out Rin's show, Stump. That is tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern time. It's called Stump. JoJo, thank you. For real, everyone who hung out for this show, I appreciate you so much. I do this every week, Monday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern time. We're not only live on the app, we're live on 94.7 Hits FM in Montreal. It's the coolest radio station. I'm on there every single weeknight, too. Ooh, Jordan, thank you. Tinkerbell, I see you. Miss Thangy Thang, too. What's up? Much love. Thank you guys for all these gifts. For real, I appreciate that. You can always tap in on me every single weeknight I'm on 94.7 Hits FM from 7 p.m. to midnight. The show plays with music, so if you ever need a little smile in your life, or you want to hear something interesting, because we have crazy callers. You heard the callers earlier. You got to hear the callers we have on the actual radio. Check that out sometime. If you got time, you just want to put it on in the background and have music playing while you're working. We love that. Jess, you're awesome. Thank you. Nicole, I love you. Thank you for stopping by. For real. Everyone, it means the world that you are here. New friends, hit that star up top and join our family. I want nothing more than to just create a great atmosphere here to where we can all feel loved and accepted. And, having an opportunity to just be ourselves and know that other people are going to accept us for being ourselves. You know me, I'm not shy. I'm the meest me that I'll ever be. And that's, really what I encourage in my streams. And I encourage you to bring to the table anytime you jump in this room. It means so much, for real. This is Choff FM. Gotta give the biggest shout out to Chris Casper, too, for making the whole show process on Meet Me possible. For those of you who don't know, Chris is literally the brains behind the banners, the banner shows. So thank you, Chris, for that. Little Miss Thing, I see you. Everyone just coming in. Listen, Eric, Kevin, come back next week. We got a big show planned, 9 p.m. Eastern time. And I hope you have a good holiday, by the way. I know we didn't really harp on that too much in this show. We did last week a little, but for real, try not to freak out on your family members this holiday. I got to do it too. I'm the same way. I get a little rattled with my mom sometimes, especially on holidays, because she's all trying to cook and all high strung. But your hoodie got shipped out today, actually. Thank you for mentioning. They're on the way to his house, and you can get one too. This beautiful hoodie right here. It's got a smile on the sleeve like this. It says "Smile Enthusiast" on the back. And I swear to you, Big Hood, the comfiest material, and the extra long strings make it the greatest hoodie ever. Smile Enthusiast clothing is available at heychoff.com/shop. Nicole got one last time, one of the orange ones. You sleep in it? Ooh, okay. See, it's that cozy. I promise you. I would not sell you something that is not the coziest hoodie ever. If you need some smiles in your life, check those out. Next week on the show, we got a big one. Thank you so much for coming through. I'm Choff, and this is Choff FM. Until next week.